everyone on the panel, or just give your perspective on some of the themes that have emerged, or stuff perhaps that hasn't come up that you'd like to surface that you think is important. Okay, how many mics do we have? 2.
Thank you. My name is Benny Babai. I just want to speak about some of the things that have been discussed here today. First of all, I just want to say that I have a problem with the concept of putting rape and culture in the same sentence, because culture connotes something that it's accepted, an accepted norm in a society, and we glorify the crime by putting culture next to it. We don't just say when we use the terms like theft or murder. So I think we should actually use something else when we want to talk about the prevalence of rape in the society rather than just say rape culture. Now, when you look at the concept itself, I also have a challenge with when we talk about equality. You know, when we talk about gender equality, like some of the people have spoken about. And the issue is, should we be talking about gender equality or should we be talking about empowerment? Because equality means that you want the next person to be like you. And that's a problem. And that's the kind of thing we create in the society where we want women to be like men. If you're going to head a company, we need you to be like a man in order for you to qualify. So we are not saying we need you to be you. We need to empower you to be you. And you see that in all spheres of society where, like in sports, we want men to be like men and play men's sport and not be women. Not empowering women to be women, but we want, like you say, we're not talking about women earning more. We're just saying we need women to earn the same like men. And that in itself is a problem. So when you look at other issues, like when you look at fashion or movies, when different societies wanted to compete like with the West, they didn't start by saying we want to be equal. They created their own world, they created their own fashion, they created their own movies, and everybody liked them for the Asian movie. They didn't try to be like the Western movie, you know, or things like that. So that's the kind of challenge I have. And
can I ask you to just hold it there? Just for the first round, you've made 3 beautiful points. Do you mind? Just to get a round going. And then if there's a second opportunity, I'll come back to you. There's a hand right at the back. I think someone else has the second one. But in the meantime, can we get a mic right to the woman at the back? I don't know where the second mic is. If you have it, do speak. Go ahead.
Can I speak?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear? I mean, you can, yes, sir. I'd rather sit down because I'm not very safe standing up. I might fall down because this is a very touchy subject. It's not like many of the people up there have said, we're not all clean, we all got stuff in our life, our hands are dirty.
Just speak closer to the mic.
So I grew up as a bloody Jew. The reason I say that is because, first of all, I wasn't supposed to be born. My parents were, my mom was pregnant before they were married. So you know the stigma that goes with religious people, if they have, why did you sleep around before you got married? So I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to be alive or not. I was listening from the womb. My parents and their parents. So already I had rejection and it wasn't really love in my life. So when I was, thank God, eventually born, healthy, I got all my toes in the right place and my fingers in the right place. And I even got a ring on my finger. I married 12 years and 4 months. And I've got 8 children and 8 grandchildren. But if I tell you my first 29 years, I was so confused growing up as a Jewish guy. My mother wasn't allowed to give me affection. My father said to me, she's mad. My father's a Miss Universe bodybuilder and a Mr. South Africa. He passed away from prostate cancer. So where would I look for my affection, and where would I get abused? By men and women, old and young, black and white, fat and thin, blind and deaf. I tell you, my story's on my website, foodfromheaven.co.za. But I was in such a place of torment and anxiety and frustration. I look at my own Jewish community. They gave me something called a bar mitzvah. When you become a man at the age of 13, you have a bar mitzvah. You read from the Torah. I'm also a bit of a theologian. I think you and I will get on quite well. So I found myself having lots of problems, more than Lot had, that you spoke about. And I found myself in a place I wanted to commit suicide sometimes, because I would force a lady. You know, there's something called lust. You go to the club, your friend's got money, you've got looks. They told me I look like Richard Gere. So I tried to act like Richard Gere. So I don't want to go there. But going to school, I'd be called a bloody Jew. In the army, a bloody Jew. In the nightclubs, a bloody Jew. I looked at my own Jewish life. I said, I don't really want to be a Jew. Why am I being called Jew all the time? Like a devil on my back all the time. So I saw a lot of hypocrisy in my Jewish neighbors, my family. Eventually went to boarding school at the age of 10. Got involved in everything. I don't want to talk about that now, but it's all rape, abuse, being abused, abusing others, rejection, offense, trying to get attention, being absent-minded. I was at school, standard 8, failed 3 times, did 4 schools, and I never learned a thing at school, except how to box, to protect myself, and how to look up the girls' dresses. And pornography was the beginning of I'm gonna just cover the conversation a little bit. I'll give you 30 seconds max. Tell us where you are at now from this life story that you have summed up. What is the moral? Thank you, my precious friends. Having related to most of South Africans, maybe, that have come from similar backgrounds, I'll take the liberty to say that. I want to relate to them and say that in 1989, miraculously I met Jesus Christ. And He's the only one who put an end to my lust and offense and forcing women and even looking at them wrong. I love Muslims, Christians, Jews. My own family kicked me out. So as a married man, the reason I came here today, I told my wife, my precious wife, her body doesn't belong to me and my body doesn't belong to her. Our bodies belong to God first and to each other. And my job is to cherish my wife, and her job is to respect me. So if I'm not cherishing her, and she does what better me, she better be an example so that I can get saved to stop causing her. And last but not least, just because I say I'm a Christian, born again, I will say problems in that situation. Let me not fight. I not once got so angry that I hit my wife by mistake with my hand to push her out the way. I could have gone to jail, I could have got charged. But my beautiful God-fearing wife forgave me. And because of that love, of her forgiveness, I've never ever lifted a pinky to her. I walk on water and I cherish her even more because I fear God and I love my wife. And it's a judgment day. So wherever I go, I always share my testimony, whether it's in prison or out of prison, helping people to get in their lives.
But I'll need to wrap it there, but thank you for sharing. Yeah, right with that.
Okay. So I'm raising a 4-year-old boy. He's holding September.
And hold just, I think the mic's not working. I really want to hear about your story with your 4-year-old boy.
Okay.
Go ahead, start again.
So I'm raising a 4-year-old boy. He's actually my sister's child, but he's our child together. So I really tried to teach him a lot about like gender norms because when he was younger, we bought him a purple jersey, and our parents were like, "Why are you buying him a purple jersey?" dress, you're going to turn them into a girl. And all of these things, all of these norms that we force onto our children, they are the things that, you know, they make our children, they make them grow up to be rapists and these sorts of things. Because, you know, our parents teach us that, like, when we go home and we say, oh, this one's really me at school today. And they'll be like, oh no, it's just because he likes you, you know, it's just, oh man, don't worry about it. And even your teacher's like, this one boy dissed me in class the other day. And then my teacher was just like, you know, it's just the first sign of love. And I was like, that's not okay. It's not okay that something like that, something that's love should hurt you. Because if it hurts, then it's not love anymore. Then it's something else, you know. And I think a short answer to this thesis is a woman's place belongs in the revolution, that's what my t-shirt says. And I think that all of these things that women go through, all of these things that we put our women through are things that we learn from an early age. And I think, like Mr. Danela said, we all have some unlearning to do. Even the people that were born in 2002, we all have some unlearning to do.
Thank you. What's your answer? Sorry, did you get it?
It's Tatenda.
Okay, can we can we give the mic to women and young people, and especially school leaders who want to speak? Just spread the love a little bit.
Greetings to the house at large. My name is Hassan and I'm from the
Wait, just hold the mic closer.
Okay.
And then tell us your name so we can acknowledge you.
I stand here with you and I'm from the senior secretary. There was a gentleman up front who said something and I got touched a bit. Well, what he actually said was that women need to start thinking like men, and then in a sense I got that, excuse me, sorry, we should start recognizing who we are and accepting what we are, because I can't expect, well, you know that back in the days that we had this norm, this mindset that a woman's place was to be in the kitchen and do the education and whatsoever, just to be staying home mom. And now things are done differently. You should understand. We're moving with times. And yet, what is happening like literally now, isn't the way things are going to call. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to. I'm sorry. Well, oh, it's fine. It's okay, it's cool. Well, you need to like, because the way is it goes, things are going to call now, how things are happening recently. Listen, how things are happening recently, and then we're derailing from how things should be done. Basically, a woman's place is not only, we should start respecting women and making praise for what they are. Even those women that fought back in the days, like through the freedom that we have today, they did a lot, and then abantu besilisa, I believe, bayashuthi like umama ivovodo, mama. You know, this is like just saying that you understand, thank you. Like, you strike a woman, you strike the road. And we are here today because of a woman. We wouldn't be here today because of them. There are women, there are ladies out there who raise, she becomes a mother and a father to Utanaki. And we should be proud of that. I, myself also, like my grandparents, well, it was different. I was raised by a granny who was a mother and a father to me. But along the way, due to I wasn't staying with my parents, and I know Utan Mama through her, I am today what I am because of her. She taught me a lot. She taught me how to behave like a woman eventually. Respect my word, know my word, know what I want and know how to go after that. If it wasn't for her, I believe that I wouldn't be where I am and I wouldn't be speaking to you the way I am right now. I am not self-centered, but I have that thing, you know what they say, you have that thing, that thing that you go around, wrote like brain, but that thing that holds you and continues here and living. And I think they're glad that she's grateful for what they are.
Again, just do me a favor, please do two things. Speak close to the mic so we can hear you completely. And please try and keep your question, your comment, your story a little bit shorter. I'm being lobbied here at the front, please save us. And then I respond to you, and then I'm going to be told I'm policing people. Then we meet each other halfway. I don't like interrupting people, but if we can try and be un-South African and just keep it concise, that would be.
Okay, greetings to all. My name is Akani Egoli. I'm a pupil at Green High School. I recently wrote a speech on feminism and the relationship between feminism and culture. I'll quickly recite all the parts that I think are really.
How long will the speech be?
The parts that are relevant, so to be about 2.5 minutes.
2 minutes max.
Okay.
Okay. Speak from the heart. We need to have an honest conversation.
Okay. So I am not fully a feminist because I cannot divorce myself from my cultural context, and also because feminism is not practical in my culture. Exploring the interplay and manifestations of culture in the web of human existence, including the realm of spirituality and faith, tradition and custom, body politics and associated relationships, we can clearly point out some of the most invisible sides in which culture has impacted women's rights and freedoms in their bodily integrity. And the neglect of this topic over the years is what led to the naked protest earlier this year, and how women's bodies are only useful for the sexual gratification of men. Most of the cultural traditions and customs we are born into, including pop culture in some instances, suppress women. Being born female means you are a male's possession. You bow down to males just to show respect. And it is unfortunate that some women are forever enslaved in these situations because they are denied an access to an education as well. It is unfortunate that feminism is regarded as an appendage to one's life and somehow has to be fitted and married into one's cultural context. Culture is often treated as some kind of container into which practices, actions, and behaviors fit. Ever notice how people have a tendency of pleading culture whenever they want to dismiss arguments and behaviors that challenge the status quo? A girl at my school was asked why she had done her hair a certain way that did not adhere to the school rules. She quickly replied, "It's my culture." Everybody stared at her, wondering to themselves when synthetic hair extensions had become part of the Zulu culture. One of my favorite African authors, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, says, and I quote, "Because I am female, I am expected to aspire to marriage. I am expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is most important. Now, marriage can be a source of joy and love and mutual support. But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach boys the same?" Close quote. Growing up a young female of color, I was brought up to be the perfect housewife. My grandmother would always say, "Auntie, go and wash the dishes. No man wants a woman that can't wash dishes." Or, "No man wants a woman that can't clean." She would say that a woman that can't cook is rather useless to a man. Everything was about men and how I should be a better woman for my future husband.
We're going to mic get to the front kindly.
Thank you. I had a question for Oliver. You mentioned something about the fact that as a man that you cannot criticize the Women's Youth League. Women's Youth League, my apologies, the ANC Women's League. Can I ask you to clarify that a little bit more? My concern is that if we're saying, I do recognize you have to recognize the context of your background, your country from which you're coming. But at the same time, I think we're saying that because I'm a man, I can't criticize women, I'm not going to talk on that. So if you just open that up a little bit, maybe help me understand better, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to take two more and then respond. Are there any specific questions in that mold for anything that you've heard? They've said a lot of controversial things. You don't have to be nice. I was hoping someone would ask Oliver that question. I would add on to it, Oliver, isn't there also the danger that you may patronize women while pretending to be an ally by doing precisely that in the same way in which we like to pretend that Bonan was trying to disrupt colonial English? You know what I mean? this book? Why are you having a different set of standards? So the performance of allyship can also be something that is deeply problematic. Any specific questions for anything you heard from him? Then we'll take one there. Whoever gets the mic from you, I'll give you that burden, and then I'll take one. Yeah, and then I'll take one from her.
Hello to everybody. My name is Akani. I'm a full-time student. I'd like to fast forward to the 21st century a bit, because you all are saying something, but there is one thing I feel you're missing. The intimidation that women come with. Like, men are intimidated by the power that women are able to display, and that's something that I feel society has turned a blind eye on. We're all about stop boxing women in the kitchen. We're all about a woman's body is not yours, but less about, yes, she is stronger than you. Yes, she can do what you can do. And something that I would say I've been waiting to hear for the whole afternoon, I haven't heard. Why aren't you making other men aware of the consequences of their actions? You're telling them what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure they're all aware what they're doing is wrong, because everyone is singing the same song. But give me a reason to stop raping. I know I'm raping, I'm wrong by raping, but it makes me feel like a man. At the flip side, what is it doing to her? Thank you.
Brilliant. We're going to run out of time, so I'm going to take that question at the back. The woman who has the mic. I'll give you a chance, then the gentleman behind you, because his masculinity is about to tear me apart through eyesight. Then I'll take Mags's, and we'll just close it there. There'll be an opportunity afterwards, and then the panel will have only one opportunity to respond, 90 seconds each. Ma'am, you first, then the gentleman, and then Mags in the front.
So, hi, hello, I'm Melissa. I'm on vacation here. I'm from Canada, so I'm really happy to actually be in this discussion. I was trying to be quiet because since I'm a visitor here, I wanted to take everything in. However, I do have 3 quick points. So the gentleman with the hat, you made a comment about Sex in the City Casino. Excuse me? Mr. Zuma. Mr. Zuma. Anywho, taking about my 9 seconds. So, you made a comment saying that Sex in the City is commoditizing women. Not that I'm pro Sex in the City or anything like that. However, I view it in a different way of being sex positive. I don't want to get too much into that conversation because I don't know what the age range is here. But at the end of the day, you guys are mentioning a lot of we want to change how we raise girls and have different conversations. And I think that's a big part of how we're raising women today, that we're not supposed to talk about sexuality and being sexual and what we like and what we don't like, and being able to articulate these things. My second point was, what are you, similar to what the young lady was saying here, what are you all doing individually to further this campaign, aside from, participating in panels and things like this? Are there resources that you can share with people in this room, and also people like me who aren't from here, that can take it back to others and be like, look, there's like-minded men who are allies and who can be our microphones. So if you can share any of that.
Shall we leave it there? Just minutes for the past. Thank you, those were great.
Yes, hi, my name is Bilo. I wanted to just ask a question to Shomla. Basically, I could say I could relate to some of the points you raised about the issue of beauty and hair. I'm from Isan. I grew up as a clay, although culture has very to do with this conversation. I am a traditional born man. And with all that cultural learning, I have recognized and I feel comfortable that I can say I appreciate how you have also made it easy for some of us who struggle with those things, especially when you take a I'm a frequent visitor. Yes. And what has been a question for me is what spaces is we know we can recognize this toxic thing that we have learned through our culture as we were growing up. What are we doing? What is it that we can do to sort of deconstruct, to find spaces where, because when the situation is that we have Ebola that is very much of a confrontational thing that will take a conversation here into a very, but the issue is, and a lot of people still, when I go home, I still expected to
now I as a man have intelligence, I have ability, I have that's a big thing. No matter what happens, no matter what happens, it does not give me the right to refuse. And I think that's important. But you know, also we can speak in broad generalities. I think it's important to start naming and check people. The Barbis, the Mananas, the Zumas. But also I want to not only name and shame those people, I give more of you permission to look into my personal history. If anything comes up that shows I ever abused you in any kind of way, please publicly name and shame.
Okay, we're going to work back, and you don't have to speak. It's okay to just listen. If you elect to speak as a panelist, please restrict yourself to 90 seconds, because that's also okay. The conversation will spill out, and it will travel further than the self-contained 2 hours that we had today. So I'm going to start firstly with you, Mr. Zuma.
Thank you. Well, you know, I suppose my comment about sex and the sex people made for using that example was more really trying to make a general point, which is to say that, to my mind anyway, indeed, you know, there are moments, things, episodes, like cities, creatures like Sex and the City that do a lot of work to give women kind of agency that are not taken away from them. In my assessment, sometimes I see that the ways in which even those creations are done often still do not really create a narrative in many instances. Or in other words, women are still, as the gentleman says, they have the right to objectify themselves or whatever, but still often that is done in a way which allows them or opens them up to implicit men's misogynistic ways in the first place. So it doesn't trouble in any way, or in some instances, many instances, the way I see it, the problematic way we often treat women. They draw them in the lure of, oh, you can create yourself, you can do this and that, which of course is what we want, but the flip side of it is that it does not trouble sometimes the very pragmatic practices that often oppress and as well. That's what I was very trying to make. Of course, it's a bit more kind of nuanced how to make measures. That also not taking sex specifically. I think music videos do this very well. You know. So I think that is one comment of that. I'm not sure there's any other questions.
No, I'm going to leave it there just a question of time. The second person I'm going to ask to make a closing remark or respond to a particular question is the Honourable Member from the Heart of the Intelligent Active.
Oh my God! I just want to respond to one issue, and that is the question of equality and empowerment. Firstly, I think that on the question of equality, I think that gender equality is non-negotiable. And the yardstick by which you wish to measure the achievements of women, whether you're using a male yardstick or not, that's a separate question. But the bottom line is gender equality is non-negotiable. Now, it does become problematic when the yardstick is a male standard. It does become problematic when, for example, transgendered people in the United States are upset about the fact that they're not going to be able to fight in the US Army anymore. I, for the life of me, can't see why anybody would be keen to be part of a killing machinery that goes and bombs the hell out of millions of other people in other parts of the world. I can't see why anybody, let alone a transgendered person or a woman, regardless of how that equality is going to be used. Equality is the bottom line. You don't need to promise to behave with your freedom to be free. You are born with the right to be free. So you don't tell Palestinians, unless you can produce a black Mandela who will be nice to us, we will not allow you to be free. No. People are born with freedom. Whether they mess up their freedom afterwards or not, whether they mess up the equality or the youth, whatever, that is an entirely different story. The second question is the question of empowerment. Empowerment is important. But we need to be careful that it doesn't descend into the terrain where it is white people in a paternalistic way going to empower those poor black people out there. And this is why I think equal to the responsibility to engage in the empowerment of women, as important is developing the notion of the disempowerment of men. Men must let go. Men must be taught. You can't have as much power as you want, as you're having in the world. And so it is about men shutting up at times. It is about men becoming lesser in the same way that we expected, it didn't quite happen. We expected the end of apartheid to also mean the end of white power. Apartheid wasn't only the empowerment of the end of apartheid wasn't only about the empowerment of black people. It was also about white people exceeding and giving up some of their power. And so in gender equality, we need to talk more and more about the need to disempower men.
I'm going to answer 4 questions. Some I'm going to do very, very quickly, and some not so quickly. Why are men raping? Because they think they have the right to. They've been taught that they have the right from, and that's really what I was trying to communicate.
I'm not sure who asked it. I think you did. Yeah.
They are taught to rape because when they were 2 years old, they were taught that, hey, you're a boy, you can get the girl. Because when little boy liked little girl, he didn't talk to her in order to get married. He went to the father and said, hey, I'd like to get married to this little girl. Here's some money. Here's the cow. Here's this because she's my smart. You teach this again. And then when you then empower the girl, then the boy has a disconnect. I've been told that this is mine, and now it's acting up, so you did it to submission, you raped it into submission. That's I thought I was trying to communicate to you. What are we? The second question I wanted to answer, which kind of links into the third question, what are you doing? What spaces can we find where we can deconstruct misogyny culturally and such? There are no spaces. Misogyny is everywhere. Pick a fight. That's what it's come to. At the gym, pick a fight. On Twitter, pick a fight when you see it. Pick a fight when the guy is being painted as this great dad in the face of a serious abuse accusation. Pick a fight when Mr. Untouchable DG is being. Pick a fight again and again and again and again. Don't stop. Because if you do. If you do, your daughter is going to have to face the fact that you lost the fight you should have won for her. So that's 2 and 3. Gender equality. Respectfully. No, not gender equality. Because you can't measure that. We shouldn't be fighting for gender equality. What we should be fighting for is gender agency. Because when you start saying gender agency, and it's two parts, it's gender agency and gender opportunity, genuine opportunity. Because then you are the master of your own fate, regardless of gender. And that's really where you want to get to. Whether we're talking about gender, whether we're talking about race, whether we're talking about it's agency, real freedom is the ability to decide for yourself. And then having a genuine opportunity to action that decision. And really that's where we need to be fighting for. I made the example earlier about mind. To try and paraphrase what I think you captured it brilliantly. Men need to learn that it's not action. Women are not mine. Little girls, not mine. Children, not mine. And that's really the great lesson we need to learn again and again and again.
Last one, please. Oliver.
I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible. I have quite a lot I want to talk about. I want to begin here by asking the question, where to from now? How do we put an end to this? What's the best possible solution? And yeah, I want to quote William Palmer, a poet who wrote called The Wild Doubts at Louis Vuitton. And he ends the poem with a line that says, "Man is absent, Africa is good." And I think the only way we will be safe entirely is if there are no men at all. And so we then have to ask ourselves, that seems a bit far-fetched, perhaps not if you're the right type of radical. What's anything short of that? And I think, like Shona said, pick a fight. But oftentimes that means picking a fight with seven very brave guys who probably have weapons, and I have to speak out against their toxic masculinity. Sometimes it means putting my own life at risk. And I'm going to have to do that. That's, I think, what we're doing in our own sort of spaces to undo it. But we need not to be naive. We're never going to change the hearts and minds of everyone. Some people are going to remain that way because they see it right, whether we do it or not. So then what's the best possible protection we can afford women, besides calling out my own friends who may never want to change their hearts and minds? And that's to fix the policing, fix things like pay gap problem, fix things like access to certain amenities, and the spread and problems for certain liberties. That's what we need to do. That's what I personally think we should lobby. We often put issues of economic consideration on the ballot paper. We need to put issues of rape and protection in vulnerable communities on the ballot paper as well. And I think that's what we need to include into the national discourse. There was a headline in a Zimbabwean newspaper not so long over the December holiday. It was in Zimbabwe, spending the December holiday for a couple of days. And I saw a newspaper headline. The commissioner, the police commissioner, a very lovely lady said, and the headline read that she said, mothers, please don't leave your daughters at home this holiday because the men may rape them and the men may be your fathers. And then there was outrage. And that's very true. Every man, and this is where I begin my sort of activism in this, every man wants to see themselves as a potential rapist. That means I must become cognizant of the fact that my mere existence as a man with a penis poses a threat to the safety of women, whether that is violent or not. So that's to say, if I walk into a certain space and there's a woman there, she may inherently feel uncomfortable, threatened, just because of what manhood and masculinity has become to me, to her existence. And that means oftentimes that means not speaking to her. Now I want to draw to the example that I made there earlier, is that oftentimes I was very popular towards the end of my high school career, and I thought all the girls liked me, but it wasn't the case. And oftentimes when a girl walked past me and I wanted to speak to her, I would physically touch her wrist and pull her towards me. That is a continuation of exactly that denial of agency, exactly that sort of thing. And what the teachers would do is they would tell her to be okay with it because boys were boys, but they never told me to stop doing that. They justified my behavior for me. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to stop justifying the behavior of boys and stop telling women that they need to accept it. That's what we need to do. Last response here is to the question raised here. Yeah. The question was, why can't I critique the ANC Women's League? And I'm going to, it's not my answer, I'm going to use Max's critique of Buhle. Buhle gave an example of, Sex in the City. And he may have gotten it wrong, I don't know. But that's exactly why I should critique women organizations. They should have the agency to construct their conceptualization themselves however they want. And that means oftentimes the ANC Women's League may get it wrong in the eyes of other women, but that should never be my own consideration. I have a female friend in the audience here who once said objectification is wrong, but she personally enjoys objectification. I could not in that position tell her, you are wrong. You're telling other men it's okay to objectify. That was not my position to speak on. I do not have the same lived experiences in terms of that. When it comes to activism, when you're not part of the people affected, your allyship should only extend as far as they allow you to speak and they allow you to say certain things. Anytime you do more than that, you're denying them of exactly that agency. And there was so much more I want to speak about here, but lastly on pop culture, just to sort of, I think, paraphrase what Peter was trying to say. I can come out very strong and critique a Juicy J or a Kendrick Lamar music video if it objectifies women. But as soon as Nicki Minaj seems to want to be sex positive by objectifying herself in her own music videos, I cannot say that pop culture is perpetuating that. It's not my position to speak about that. She's practicing her agency in that instance. Any denial of that is the continuation of rape culture. So thank you to everybody.
I'm not going to try and summate. I think there are way too many complexities here. The conversation has been useful, jarring, productive, untidy at times, and I think that's because it reflects the reality of the context that we are trying to make sense of here. And it's okay if we learn to also disagree with each other, but learn to listen more closely. I mean, Oliver and I agree on a lot of things. I'm very comfortable as a man to say that the ANC Women's League hates women, and I don't think I need permission to say that they're not feminist at all. And I think that's okay. But there are three thoughts that for me, that keep popping into my head as I hear the brilliant panelists and your own remarks. The first is, we've got to be very careful that we don't re-inscribe toxic masculinity in public space while thinking that we're getting rid of it. Let me give you a practical example. I keep coming back to that recorded audio between homophobic misogynist Manana and the brother of the woman that he had assaulted. And the funny thing about it is that the woman is erased in that conversation, and men are having a conversation about what form of justice does she deserve. Between the negotiations that will take place, presumably with the father that is referenced in that conversation, the macho male who is protecting the property of the family, which is the woman. And so many of us as men react similarly. But in picking a fight, language matters, physical behavior matters, and you may unintentionally pick a fight in the name of gender equality, but actually re-inscribe your own toxic masculinity into the public space. So we've got to be very careful about that. The second is a point that Farid made I want to underscore. Rapists are not aliens. We are rapists. And the fact that you are the first to say, I'm an ally, all men are trash, I am trash on your Facebook wall, doesn't actually mean that you are the real deal. And I think if there's something that was missing, including my own remarks, I'd like to see more self-reflexive conversation as man is urging us to do. And when we do that, then suddenly it becomes very uncomfortable act, because not only do we have skeletons in our closets, as Farid said, but in addition to that, and I've had conversations with a few of the members of the panel about our own down, sort of, not quite frankly, not doing enough to be allies in the fight for gender equality, but not calling on men in our own fraternities. Take an activity that Oliver and I love both, debating. Debating is a hyper-masculine sport in the world. There's a lot of misogyny in it. And a lot of the misogynists are very popular, that you speak out. I had a friend that was in the front page of the Sunday Times for preying on women at Wits University. Have I called him out? No, I have not called him out. So it's incredibly important that we don't pretend that rapists are alien and that we are clean, and that if you put up your hand to deliver a speech that rehearses the language of feminism, that somehow gives you a free pass. Okay, well that said, I'd like to thank you for coming out today on this public holiday. Thank you so much for your contribution. Can you please give yourselves and the panel